Alexandro Garnacho has taken senior football by storm and is already on fire. Who is this Argentinian prodigy and why he will become the new top player of our favorite game? We'll tell you in this video. Alexandro Garnacho is 18 years old now. The guy was born in Spain, but in the future he will most likely play for the national team of Argentina, where his mother is from. This conclusion can be drawn due to the fact that Garnacho played for the Spain U18 national team, but later changed the team and played for the U20 in a white and blue shirt. He was even called up to the senior team, but hasn't made his debut yet. This is so that you understand what prospect they see in him. Alexandro was born in Madrid, so it's no surprise that he went through the academies of local clubs Getafe and Atletico, from where he was signed by Manchester United in 2020. The Argentinian cost the Red Devils £420,000. United beat Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund in a race for the player. The interest of these clubs only proves Garnacho's incredible potential. After all, Real always try to get the most talented players of Madrid to their academy, and the interest of Borussia is generally a sign that it's worth watching him in the future. In Dortmund, they make almost no mistakes in youth. It's worth clarifying that Alexandro is an attacking player who mostly plays on the left wing. Garnacho first came under the spotlight last season when he scored an incredible solo goal in the FA Youth Cup match against Everton. Plus, he celebrated it Cristiano Ronaldo style. That's what Manchester United fans love, so they had enough reasons to get hyped. In fact, that FA Youth Cup draw helped Garnacho's career quite a bit. The Red Devils won, and the talented winger was the team's main star. In the final against Nottingham Forest, Alexandro got himself a ticket to the Man United first team. The score was 1-1 after the first half, but in the second, Garnacho made all the difference. First, he was awarded and converted a penalty, celebrated it Ronaldo style of course, and then he made fools of the defenders and set the final score of 3-1, a brilliant performance and a trophy in his pocket. Sir Alex Ferguson, Bruno Fernandes, David De Gea and Harry Maguire all watched the game live. There's no better way to prove yourself than this. Last season, Garnacho became the best scorer, the best assistant and the best player of the season in the Manchester United Academy. After what Garnacho did last season, it was simply impossible not to take him to the first team. And Erik ten Hag is one of the best when it comes to the development of young footballers. It was a perfect match. Although Alexandro actually made his debut for the Manchester United first team back in the 21-22 season, he came on as a substitute and played 1 minute in a match against Chelsea. There were also 11 minutes played in the last round of the lost match against Crystal Palace. Of course, at the time, they were just gestures to encourage the player who was doing great for the youth team. But this season, he's already getting playing time regularly, and November was generally a breakthrough for the young winger. First, he scored the winning goal against Real Sociedad in the Europa League and celebrated with his idol Cristiano Ronaldo. This is something that the guy will remember forever. A week later, he came on as a substitute in the League Cup against Aston Villa when the score was 2-2 and provided 2 assists, which led the team to the next round. It's good that he came on, showed himself and influenced the game, was able to assist, dribble and run behind the backs. He still has a lot to learn, but obviously we're happy with his development and he can contribute to the team. Ten Hag praised Garnacho after the match against Villa. And the crowning achievement was the match against Fulham, in which Alexandro scored the winning goal in the 4th minute of stoppage time. Absolutely fantastic, and he couldn't help it but celebrate Cristiano style. If he continues to work, he'll be able to play more. He wants to improve every day. He must do the right thing in his lifestyle. He has potential. The manager encourages the winger to continue in the same spirit. Garnacho is not shy taking examples from the best. Cristiano Ronaldo and Leo Messi. This can be judged by his goal celebrations. We've already mentioned the Su celebration, but that's not all. There was a very sweet moment after the goal against Real Sociedad. Alexandro asked Cristiano if he could replicate CR7's new celebration and, given permission, did so. However, Garnacho also sat on the second chair as he celebrated the winning goal against Fulham Leo Messi style. Alexandro is one of the few who will not be criticized for not choosing a side, but following both legends. Messi is his compatriot and Cristiano is his teammate. I don't know if it's real or I'm dreaming, the player wrote on Instagram after stepping onto the pitch with the Portuguese. Indeed, for a kid who born a year after Cristiano's debut for Man United, this is an incredible achievement. Garnacho's style of play is much more similar to a young Ronaldo than to Messi. He is captivating at the expense of explosive and distance speed, as well as at the expense of powerful physicality, which will only grow with time. Alexandro, like Cristiano in his prime, plays as a left winger and is right-handed. That is, cutting inside with a shot at the goal afterwards is what he loves and constantly practices. On social media, Garnacho is also much more often compared to Cristiano. Indeed, his manner of movement, dribbling, sense of position, they are all virtues that are inherent in both players. But one of the fans on Twitter found a much more convincing proof why Alexandro can expect great achievements in the style of Ronaldo. The fan noticed that the young Garnacho's teeth were very similar to the teeth of a young Cristiano when he first played for the Red Devils. It seems that you will not find a more convincing argument for the bright future of the young Argentinian anywhere. For such a young age, Garnacho is surprisingly clinical in opponent's penalty box. This also applies to his ability to find space and be merciless in finishing attacks. It seems as if he intuitively feels what should be done in one situation or another. When he's running at players, he's a threat. He's the type of player who gets the crowd excited. He's a dribbler. Former Man United U23 coach Neil Wood characterized Alexandro. It has been a breath of fresh air to have the Argentinian in this United team. This season, the Red Devils have been good to watch when collectively all the cogs in Ten Hag's system have been whirring, when the sequences and patterns are executed well and the defense organized. In a team slightly bereft of attacking depth, Garnacho can emerge as a different option this season. A winger whose heat maps unabashedly resemble a winger who stays wide. This is how Man United fan Darnish Iqbal describes his impressions of Alexandro's game in an article on Sport Bible. Guys, tell us your impressions of Garnacho's game and whether you believe in the bright future of this guy in the comments below. We really want to know your opinion on the new football star. See you soon.